Hello and welcome to this YouTube channel for ACCA FR exam prep. My name is Adam. In this video, I will be taking you through how to deal with contingent assets. Contingent assets. And this is under the standard IS 37, provisions, contingent liabilities, contingent assets. Now let's look at the details of this question. I'll start with the requirement. At the 1st December 20XA, which of the following represents the correct accounting treatment of the counterclaim made by Jeffers Co. against the supplier? So, a very interesting case. Let's look at it. Jeffers Co. prepares financial statements for the year ended 31st December 2008. The financial statements are expected to be authorized for issue on 15th March 2009. There is an outstanding court case at 31st December 2008 relating to faulty goods supplied by Defesco. Legal advice states that there is a small chance that they will have to pay out 6 million, but the most likely outcome is believed to be a payout of 5 million. Either way, Defesco will have to pay legal fees of 0.2 million. All payments are expected to be made on the 3rd December X9. Jeffers.Co has a cost of capital of 10%, so the discount factor is 0.909. Now, Jeffers.Co believes the fault lies with the supplier and is pursuing a counterclaim. This is where the contingent asset comes in. So Jeffers.Co is pursuing a counterclaim, so it's a contingent asset. Legal advice is that it is possible but not likely that this action will succeed. Now, before I get to the details of the contingent, let me highlight what is happening here. There is a legal action against Jeffers.Co, and the advisors are saying that there's a small chance that they will pay out 6 million, but the most likely outcome is that they will pay out 5 million. And it means that if they are going to be paying out these for a legal claim, it means they would have to account for a provision. And look at it, the payment would happen here, 31st. So they would have to find the present value of the claim. So the present value of the claim, which will be the 5 million times the 0 point, because it is 1 year away. So this will represent the present value of that provision. And in addition, the cost they will incur paying the legal fees. So the present value plus the legal fees of 0.2 million would become how much provision they would have to account for, and that becomes a liability. But that is not the case we are looking at here. The case is surrounding the counterclaim that Jeffers.Co is making, which becomes a contingent asset. Now, in dealing with contingent asset, guidance under the standard IAS 37 is that where the contingent asset, so the criteria for the treatment is that where the contingent asset is possible. So let me say that a contingent asset is a possible asset. So before the criteria, just to highlight the point that contingent asset is a possible asset. Now, this possible asset, the probable inflow of economic benefits is based on future events which are outside the control of the entity. I take that again. The inflow of these economic benefits, they are outside future events or conditions which are outside the control of the entity. Now, what it means is that this possible asset, the criteria is that where there is possible inflow of economic benefits, you do nothing. Doing nothing means that you are not going to recognize the asset, you are not going to make a disclosure. So there is no disclosure in the notes, there is no recognition. Now, if there is probable inflow, what it means is that if it's probable that there will be inflow of economic benefits, then we make a disclosure. You make a disclosure in the notes to the account. You make a disclosure in the notes to the account describing the issue and how much is expected. Now, for recognition, the standard says that it is only when it is virtually certain. Only when it is virtually certain that we make a recognition. So we recognize when it is virtually certain that there will be an inflow. So virtually certain means that there's about 99% chance that there will be an inflow of economic benefits. So it is only when judgment have been passed and that the entity Jeffers is expecting to be paid, that is where they will recognize the contingent asset. But looking at the details of the case, legal advice is that this is only possible, not even probable, for a disclosure to be required. It is possible, and once it's possible, it means that they do nothing. No disclosure, no recognition. So in dealing with this, from the options we have, the first option, which is A, nothing is recognized or disclosed in a financial statement, and that is the answer. Nothing is recognized or disclosed in the financial statement. B, disclosed, no. Recognized, no. So the answer is do nothing. No disclosure, no recognition. Now, I hope this helps you in your preparation for the FR exam. Please subscribe to this channel to receive updates on new videos.